1979, the first game of the Five Nations, as it was then, against Wales, who were very strong. I remember JPR certainly played, and JJ and the Pontypool front row. And we just lost, but it was a big thing for Selkirk because Selkirk hadn't had a cap player since Ronnie Cowan in the early 60s. But I remember I used to walk along Princess Street with my dad before internationals, and there was a shop called Forsyth's, and they used to have pen portraits of all the international team. And I remember going down on the Friday before we played my first game, and of course the pen portrait was there. And then there was a guy called Paul Ringer, who was the number 7 open side flanker for Wales. And first line out, he came over. It was a French referee, I remember. He didn't speak a word of English. And Paul came over, and I thought, nice guy. He's going to say, have a good game. But of course, it was a total opposite. He told me he was going to break my legs. Barry John, I would try and watch Barry whenever I could. And of course, I met him down in Wales after one of the internationals we played in, and it was a really great moment, having watched him but never spoken to him. And he was a real gent. He was everything I thought he would be. Favourite game was down in Wales, 1982, where we beat Wales 5-1. It was the first time Wales, I think, had been beaten down there for 20 years by a Scottish team. And it was just the way we did it. We were really up against it the first 20 minutes, I remember that, and then we just cut loose and we scored 5 tries to 1, and a lot of the tries were the length of field stuff, so it was a really enjoyable game to play in. And in the evening, the dinner where they had these big banquets, the Welsh team, and you couldn't imagine this happening nowadays, they stood up, and in recognition of our win, they all sang Flower of Scotland. The best of all was Graham Murray from New Zealand. Every time I played against the All Blacks, he was the 7, and he was outstanding. I just felt that I had no time on the ball at all. I'd like to mention Ian Milne. I don't think Ian really got the recognition he deserved. In the 70s and 80s, Scotland were always a lightweight team, and he was like a rock at that time. He held the team together, and he was really an outstanding player of that generation. And as I say, probably didn't get the recognition that he should have got.